Alright, so today is the day for a new Little Barrie tutorial of a song of the new album, Little Gravity Freeze. And the song is called It Isn't Soul. It's actually a pretty interesting riff. So yeah, I'll play it once and then we'll just do the breakdown after that. And I will try to do it without a mistake. So this is roughly like the most important part of the song you have here. So let's start bit by bit. So the opening riff starts on the 7th fret with the thumb and then with a little... Okay, so it's fairly easy. And then after it gets a bit more tricky, so when you've done these parts, you should be doing here a barre, huh? Okay, so... And then you will have on the 5th string, this little hammer on, hammer off, huh? One more time. And then you will go down on the 4th and 3rd string, so... And then finish with, on the 3rd string, this. So... I'll do it a couple more times slow. Even slower. Okay, one last time. Okay, and when you're done with this, you will go back to the 2nd, basically, fret here, always with the thumb, and you have the minor barre here, and this is where the rhythm starts, huh? So how does he do that? You have basically, like with Barrie, very often an alternance between the pick and this kind of hitting with the hand to give rhythm. So you will have... So this part here is 2nd, empty, then 3rd, and back to the 2nd, so... And it alternates between 2 patterns. So the first one is... And then... Okay, I'll do it one more time slow. Okay, it's not too complicated and it's a bit of a groove to acquire. Once you have it in your body, it's actually quite easy to... And then there's a little bit of a transition. He's doing basically this low octave, high octave slide, but Barrie often does it with the thumb again, thumbs and maybe little finger. I'm not sure if he's doing this finger or this finger, but essentially this is this string and this string and a slide. Okay? So okay, then he goes to this part, which starts on the 10th string, 9th here, and 11th. So you start with a so here, 10th, 9th. Sorry, the video was shortly cut. I'm having no battery in my phone anymore, so then this is here 9th and 7th on the 3rd and 4th strings. So okay, and then you stay on the 3rd and the 4th string and you go from 9th and 11th. So again from the beginning. One more time. Oops, sorry. So played normally it goes a bit more fluid. So if I do the whole rhythm, the slide and the transition to this, I will do it one time slowly. Oh. Or a bit slower actually than that. And then at the end of this little riff, he actually does another kind of slight transition, which is, so it's going to be first the E string alone, empty, then second string, so second position here, again with this slide thing, okay, or with the thumb as you like it. And then empty string and back to the riff. So boom, 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 boom. Okay. Again. Okay, now the easiest thing, and those little transitions are exactly the thing that makes Barrie's playing great and interesting. At the same time, they are always a bit tricky because there's a lot going on, even if it sounds very easy. I'll play that whole bit one more time all together. So, yeah, this is the first part. Then after you have a bit of a variation. When he's done with that part, he goes into an interesting, like almost chromatic riff, which sounds like this. So... So I'll do it one more time. So basically you're done with And then you go from 5th, 6th and 7, and just like this minor chord again. Then you use the thumb on the 2nd here, then go bows to the 6th, then the 5th, and always he does like this rhythm thing in the between, so basically okay, one more time. And then here, he does this little transition again, 3rd string and 4th fret here, and then 5th string, 3rd fret here. So you need to mute all the other strings, it's only this one and this one. Otherwise it doesn't sound good. And then after 4th string, 4th fret, and 5th string, 5th fret. So okay, and back to the main riff. So I'll just play that one more time. Oh. Okay. So that's basically like the essence of it. Just at some point, he goes back to this first riff that we did at the opening, and he does it slightly differently. So the opening one is, you remember? The one that he does in the middle has a little bit of a difference at the end, so it opens the same way with this. Up until now it's the same, but instead of going for this, he goes for something slightly different. There's an arpeggio down, and so you see it's here 7th fret, and then here you have your finger on the last string on the 8th, and you go down. So all together it does. Ooh. One more time. Okay. So the normal one, the opening is, and the one in the middle is. Okay, so in context it does something like this. Okay, yeah, that's basically like everything I could figure out from the song so far. Yeah, sorry, there were a couple of mistakes here and there. I basically just learned that song between yesterday and today, trying to figuring it out from what I could hear or what I could see on Barrie's Instagram's post where he's a bit playing it. So it's like always, it's never completely easy to play those tracks. But yeah, I hope you learn a bit from it. In all cases, a lot of fun stuff to learn from it. And yeah, let's see if I can do more in the near future. And in all cases, I hope it was helpful for you. Bye-bye.